Hello, I'm Alison from Bag Lady Bird Learn to Sew, and today I am going to be talking to you about one of the most frequently asked questions I get. And this question is, should I pre-wash my fabric before cutting out? So I have I have 3 points on this. The 3 points of the reasons why you should pre-wash your fabric. So the first point is the risk of shrinkage. So if you're working with a natural fibre fabric such as cotton or linen, or if you're working with viscose fabric, those fabrics do tend to shrink when you wash them. And you don't want to do all the hard work of making up your garment to then have it shrink when you actually wash it after you've worn it. So if you're using one of these types of fabrics, I would suggest that you do definitely pre-wash. I have had a disaster myself. I've made myself a pair of viscose trousers that were full length. They are now mid-calf length. Luckily, I can still wear them. I just wear them as that crop style, but it is really frustrating when that's not what you're wanting to make. You're making them specifically to how you want to wear them, and if it goes different when you wash it, if it shrinks when you wash it, it's really frustrating. The second reason you should pre-wash your fabrics is if there is a risk of colour run. So if your fabric is red or navy, indigo or black, those are the 4 kind of key colours that would tend to colour bleed, then I would suggest pre-washing your fabric before you use it. You'll often find, particularly with a navy fabric, you'll find that the colour rubs off on your fingers, or an indigo fabric. If you're working with something like that, you'll find often it's on your hands, and if it's coming off on your hands, it's likely to come off in the wash. So I would always pre-wash that as well. Particularly if you're mixing it with any lighter colour or different colour trims or coordinates, then you don't want that colour run happening. We've all had white underwear that's turned pink in the wash because there's been a red sock in with it or something. So we don't want that to happen to our clothes that we're spending time and effort making. So the third reason I would say yes to pre-washing your fabric is because of the chemicals that can be impregnated into the fabric as part of the manufacture and distribution process. So if your fabric has been manufactured, it may have been sprayed with pesticides, fungicides, or other preservatives to make sure that it doesn't go mouldy or whatever in the shipping process. So you don't really want those chemicals absorbed into your skin. So if you're worried about that, if your skin health and what you absorb into your body is important to you, then I would suggest pre-washing your fabrics. The same thing as you would pre-wash shop bought clothes before you wear them. Okay, so if you are like me and you want to get your fabric as soon as you've got it and actually start cutting, and you can't wait to get going with it, this is just a word of caution for those 3 reasons why you should stop and wait and pre-wash your fabric. So the 3 risk factors you need to be aware of, and those are the reasons why you should pre-wash your fabric. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel for more great Learn to Sew videos that will help make you a better dressmaker.